my name is Cameron and welcome back to my channel, Which Way to Wicked, where we talk about all things love, light, and especially tarot. So guys, today we are going to be finding out all about your next lover. So we're going to be taking a look at their personality traits, what they might look like, what their zodiac sign might be, and we're also going to be taking a look at their initials as well. So if all of that sounds as amazing to you as it does to me, and you're dying to find out who your next lover is, then let's go ahead and take a look at your group picks today. So for group number 1, we have this gorgeous fluorite crystal coming through today. For group number 2, we have this clear quartz cluster. And then last but not least, for group number 3, we have this black tourmaline crystal coming through as well. Isn't it gorgeous, you guys? So I want you to go ahead and take a very big deep breath in. And now I want you to please let it out. And now I want you to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to think about who your next lover is going to be. I want you to think about what their personality traits might be, what they might look like, what their zodiac sign could be. And then whenever you feel ready, please open your eyes, and whichever crystal your eyes lands on first, then that, my dear, is going to be the reading for you today. Now, if you feel called to more than one crystal here, then definitely feel free to check out those extra messages as well. And as always, I will have the timestamps listed down in the description box below. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading today, friends. Hello, group 1. So, if you felt called to this gorgeous fluorite crystal here today, then hi, hello, my name is Cameron and I want to welcome you to my side of TarotTube. As always, if you are new here or you've been here before and you have yet to subscribe and you like my vibe, then why don't you join the tribe, okay? Like this video, give me a comment as to what you would like to see from me next, and subscribe for more videos like this. But anyways, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and place this lovely crystal off to the side. I think I'm gonna put it right here. Hopefully y'all can see that. I think y'all can. It looks beautiful. Now, for the first part of this reading, we are going to be finding out what their personality traits are going to be. Now, after that, we're going to be trying to find out what their zodiac sign might be as well. But definitely make sure, I'm sorry you guys, I'm fumbling on my words today, but make sure to stay tuned towards the end, because that is when we are going to be pulling from this box right here, and we are going to be finding out what your person might look like, and we are also going to be pulling from this box of initials as well to find out what their initials might be. So without further ado, let's find out what your person's personality traits might be. Spirit, for group 1, can you please give us information? Who are they going to be with next? Who is their next lover, Spirit? Will you give us some personality traits? Help us get to know their next lover, Spirit. No reversals, please. Help us get to know group 1's next lover. Please, Spirit, we want to know who this person is. I'm so excited for you guys. I honestly love doing love readings like this. I love being like Sherlock Holmes and trying to find out who your next lover is going to be, or who your future spouse will be, all of that good stuff. I love readings like this. It is just my jam, okay? But let's see what wants to come through here. So we have the moon. Okay, so this person's definitely a bit of a mystery here. You're always like thinking, when you're around this person, what is hidden underneath the surface here. Okay, this person might be a bit stoic, or they may just give you the idea that there is so much more that is just hidden underneath the surface. There's so much more to this person than what meets the eye, okay? And you're definitely going to be intrigued. I mean, obviously you're going to be intrigued. You're probably going to be attracted to them. This is your next lover, right? So you're going to want to know who this person is, and this person doesn't necessarily make it that easy to get to know them. I feel like they're quite secretive, and from what I'm getting so far, and we have yet to look at the other cards here, I'm just hearing that this person might be a bit of a wallflower, and so I feel like they don't just reveal their secrets to everyone, let alone talk to everyone, right? So yeah, this person's definitely a mystery that you want to find out more of. Let's see what else is coming through here. Wow. Okay, we have the Three of Swords. So I am reading this in two different ways. For the first way that I'm reading this, I'm hearing that your person could have been really hurt in love. And I think that that is the reason why they are so like closed up. Okay? They could have been hurt in love, but this could also talk about like in any type of relationship where you love someone, right? So this could talk about a friendship. Maybe they were hurt by a friend, or maybe they were hurt by a family member. There's just something coming through here where they have experienced some type of loss, some type of brokenness, and because of that, it has caused them to kind of just keep themselves back. It caused them to become more of this wallflower. It caused them to become someone who doesn't necessarily talk to everyone because they just have a hard time trusting people. Because once that love and that trust has been lost, it's kind of hard for someone to open up and to really readily just open themselves up to getting hurt again, right? Now, the second way that I'm reading this is that maybe because you feel like this person is so secretive, this person in general might get the reputation for being a bit of a heartbreaker or a possible heartbreaker, right? Because at the end of the day, you don't know much about this person. I feel like a lot of people don't know much about them, and so a lot of people might just get the idea like, oh, you know, maybe this person is so secretive because they've got like all these booze on the side, or maybe they are trying to cover up for something. So I do think for some of you guys that are watching this, you might view your next lover as someone who could potentially be a heartbreaker or someone that like messes around with a lot of people, okay? And then last but not least, we have the Eight of Wands. So that is interesting. This is the card of movement. This is the card of communication. So I honestly am reading this as though this is someone who is very action-oriented. Your person is someone who, while they are secretive, when it comes to their job, when it comes to schooling here, they are a very straightforward person. They are a very fast-moving person, and I feel like whenever they are not, like, I feel like whenever they're at a party, they kind of stay in the sidelines, right? Whenever they are at social gatherings, they're someone who would rather not like mingle with everyone. They'll just keep more to themselves. But place them in a work environment, place them in a school environment, like this person becomes a boss babe. This person takes action and they instantly become like a leader, right? So there's so many like contrasting energies coming through here, and it's very interesting. So it could be for some of you guys that you meet this person through work. You meet this person through school here, right? And you see this side to them where they like just take charge. They're very action oriented. They're the one that leads discussions when it's centered around work, when it's centered around school issues here. But you take them outside of that and you see them like on their break, like while they are on their lunch break, or you see them while they are outside of school, maybe studying at a cafe. You see a whole other side to them, and it really catches you off guard, because I think that whenever you see them in their work environment, in their school environment, they're a completely different person. but then you catch them outside of work and they're so quiet, they're so like more to themselves and closed off. So I feel like this person is definitely going to rattle you, okay? And they rattle everyone because they leave people with so many more questions than answers, right? People just don't know what to expect from this person because they just take people off guard. They never know what they're going to expect they never know what to expect from them, and they just make people really confused because they see them one way, and then when they see them this other way, it's like, what? It's just so funny because you see this person that is such a leader at work, and then you catch them outside of work and they're like the complete opposite, and it's just crazy. This person is very confusing, okay? That's all I can say for you. They are very confusing. I do want to go ahead and just get some extra information here because I feel like we didn't get a lot of information on your person. Let's see if we can get some extra personality traits, Spirit. Can you just add on to this reading, please? Some extra information. Who is this person? Okay. Ooh. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups. And we also have the 2 of Wands. So this is very interesting. I honestly feel like your person, your next lover, is happy doing their own thing. Like, they are really fulfilled. Or it's almost like maybe they're kind of... they might be lying to themselves a bit here as well. So what I'm trying to say is that I feel like this person has gotten to a point where they've convinced themselves that they are happiest whenever they are alone, whenever they are not in a relationship, or whenever they don't have a ton of friendships, because they feel like they are more protected whenever they are like that. They feel like, again, no one is going to hurt them. And the same thing can be said for those of you who maybe this person has never been hurt in love. Maybe they've never experienced something that has caused them to have trust issues here. I just feel like they are at a point in their lives where they've kind of made themselves feel like they are fulfilled, even if they're not in a relationship, even if they don't have like 1,000,001 friends, right? They feel like they are emotionally fulfilled here. And I think a lot of this fulfillment is coming from their work here. It's coming from their schooling here, their financial endeavors. I feel like this person has had a lot of success in that sphere of things. And I feel like whether or not this person has been hurt before or they haven't been hurt, whether or not they have trust issues, I think that this person focuses a lot on their job, on their schooling here. And so they don't really focus as much attention on creating meaningful relationships within their lives. But at the same time, they've made themselves think that it's okay because all they need is their job as their girlfriend or their boyfriend. All they need is their schooling here to make them feel satisfied and make them feel fulfilled, okay? So I feel like if you talk to this person and you ask them like, oh, are you in a relationship? And they say no, you'll be like, oh, why? And they might say, oh, you know, I don't have time for a relationship. But even if I did want to be in a relationship, it's not... I feel like they would say that even if they did have time for a relationship, they wouldn't really want to be in a relationship because they're happy where they are right now. Okay? So that's kind of the gist that I'm getting of this person. And all in all, like, this person is like really focused on their job and their school here. They have a one-track mind, and it has to do with money, making that bank and planning for their future here. Because we literally have the 2 of Wands coming through, and this talks about choices, decisions, and just preparing for the future in general. And so I feel like this person is the type of individual that has a list of everything that they want in life, and I don't think that as of right now they've planned too far ahead when it comes to relationships, when it comes to making friendships and having connections with people. So at the end of the day, I definitely think that you're going to be a surprise to them. them even deciding to entertain a connection with you, it's definitely going to catch them off guard. They're not going to be expecting it. But at the end of the day, like I was saying, the final thing that I can see in regards to your person is that this individual is very big about plans. I feel like they are very neat. They're a very tidy person. They like to be organized, and they just like to have a plan. I feel like this person doesn't necessarily like a whole lot of chaos, because if I'm being honest with you, I'm kind of getting like controlling issues coming from them. They like to be in control at all times. So yeah, that's definitely something that's coming through here. So as far as zodiac signs go, I am getting a lot more fire energy from this pile. I feel like your person could definitely be a fire sign, sun, moon, rising, or in Venus. So I'm talking about Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But if they are an Aries or a Leo or a Sagittarius, I feel like they could have some definite like water energy within their chart as well. Maybe some Scorpio or a Cancerian energy there. Or they could be a Scorpio or a Cancer with a lot of fire energy in their chart as well. So definitely take it as it resonates. But that's what I'm seeing so far here. Okay, let's get some extra information, Spirit. Can we get some extra information on Group 1's next lover? Who is this person? Group 1's next lover, Spirit. Who is this person? Who is their next lover? Can we get some information, please, on this person, their personality traits? Let's get a couple cards from this deck here. A couple cards. And then again, stay tuned towards the end, because after this we will be pulling some physical traits, and we will also be pulling some initials as well. Let's take that one. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So we have Mother coming through. Magic Frog, Honeymoon, and Retreat. Okay, so with the Mother card coming through, they could have been hurt by a mother figure here. That could be where this pain, this heartbreak, these trust issues are coming from with this coming through. Or if they haven't been hurt by a mother figure, then they could have a special connection with their mother or a motherly figure as well. That could be something that's really important to them. But with all of that being said, I'm just seeing at the end of the day that this person, they kind of take on the traits of someone who is kind of motherly. They have like a motherly side to them that isn't seen right away. And again, like whenever you look at this person, what you see isn't what you necessarily get, if that makes any sense. This person is like an onion here, and as you get to know them, as they start to trust you more, you will be able to pull back the layers of this person and see that there's so much more to them than meets the eye. And if beyond them being someone who is like a boss babe, beyond them being someone who's extremely hardworking, beyond them being someone who is a leader in their field, in their career, in their schooling here, this person has a very nurturing type of energy. This is someone who is very patient, and they have so much love to give, the kind of unconditional love that a mother has to their children. And that is why this person is so hesitant to open up. They are so hesitant in general to want to be in relationships or to want to have a lot of friends here, because once this person does open up, once they do offer their love to someone, it's just so much love, right? this person will do anything for their friends, their family members, their lovers here. They will do anything for them. You can always count on this person to be there for you. And I think that this person loves to serve their friends, their family members, their lovers here. Like, they are happy doing things within the home as well. Like, I could see this person trying to show their love by acts of service here, by making a meal, preparing a meal for their lover or for their friends. I could see them maybe going to their friends' apartments or wherever they live and trying to like organize their closet for them, or trying to sweep up their house, just make it look like cleanly, right? This person is someone who likes to do like very thoughtful things. They're a thoughtful gift giver and just a thoughtful person in general. This person likes taking care of people. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person has like a lot of animals or plants here. I see them like enjoying kind of having that type of like parent type of energy here. They like to devote their time to taking care of something. Or it could be that maybe this person is a parent already. Maybe they have a child here. And that could be another reason why they aren't so focused on trying to find the one, trying to like have a huge friend circle here. Because they have someone at home who they need to take care of. They don't have time to have a boo thing, to have a full-time job or go to school full-time, and then have to also devote all their time and energy to taking care of their child here. So yeah, that's definitely just something that is coming through here. They are just very, very thoughtful, very loving, very, very loving here. And there is this energy with the magic frog coming through. For the relationships that they do have, they're very positive about those connections. And I think that they're a very optimistic person when it comes to the people who they already trust, right? I feel like when it comes to outsiders, when it comes to them like meeting new people or making new connections, it's hard to get them to trust. It's hard to get them to open up. It's hard to get them to reveal anything about themselves because those are outsiders to them, right? But when it comes to like, they're very negative about other people. They always see the worst in others, if that makes any sense. And so when it comes to the friends they already have, though, their family members, the people who have proved themselves time and time again to them, they are so optimistic about those connections, and those people see a whole other side to them, which is very interesting. I hope you kind of understand what I'm getting at here. Like, they're very optimistic and positive within the relationships they have already had and maintained for a long time. But put them in a room with the other people they don't know, like, they will never talk to them because they see them as someone who could hurt them, or they just see the worst in those people. Like, they can't trust them, okay? Whether or not they've been hurt before, like, they just kind of see the worst in people before they see the best. I hate to say that, but that's the truth here. That's what I'm seeing here. I feel like this person with the honeymoon card coming through, I think that they like to plan trips. Like I was saying before, they like to plan things. They're a planner, okay? They're very organized. And I see them as being someone who likes to plan trips. They enjoy planning like little dates with their friends here. Like, they enjoy getting crafty and coming up with like things that they can do, different ways that they can have fun with their friends, family members. And I think that that's really cute as well. And with the retreat card coming through, again, this person, they just like to retreat within themselves. They like to retreat, and they are a bit of a hermit, if I'm being honest. I think that they feel safest whenever they are inside their home, whenever they are just maintaining the relationships they've already had for years. Like, they don't like going outside of their shell and branching out and creating new friendships and doing things like that. Like, that's just not their thing. So yeah, that's definitely what's coming through here. And I definitely think as you guys like start to get to know each other, it will be whenever you guys are kind of like retreated, whenever you guys like I see you guys doing things together where y'all aren't like surrounded by a ton of people here. I see you doing things like maybe meeting up, I don't know, where there's not a lot of people. Where is there not a ton of people? Like maybe going to a secluded lake. I don't know, or like driving in the vehicle, like just driving around like at night or something. Or maybe you guys will just talk on the phone together so that they feel safe at their house and you're at your house and they don't have to worry about anything going wrong or something. Hopefully y'all understand what I'm saying. Like your person just, they're not the biggest social butterfly here. They don't necessarily like to go out and do a lot of group activities unless they are with people who they trust. So yeah, I hope y'all kind of get what I'm getting at. Hopefully y'all catch my drift, but let's go ahead and see what they might look like here. Spirit, can we get some messages please for group 1? What might they look like, Spirit? Group 1. Hey guys, so my necklace was right there, but the camera stopped recording, so I had to turn it back on. But let's see what your person might look like. Can we get some looks, some physical traits here? Thank you. And then let's get some initials, okay? Can we get initials for group 1's person? You know what? We'll take that as well. Initials for group 1's person. Okay. So let's see what physical traits came through. So we have dyed. So they could like to dye their hair. Heels. They could like to wear heels. Vintage vibes. Alrighty, so maybe they like to go to thrift shops, or maybe they dress like in a vintage style, or like they're from another era here. So think like 60s, 80s, 90s, all that type of stuff. They could kind of pull their style from those certain eras. Dimples. Oh, they could have some dimples. Maybe we got like some Mario Lopez energy coming through. And last but not least, we have motorcycle vibes. Okay, so maybe they look a bit rough around the edges. Maybe they like to, maybe they're into that like 50s greaser type of style, like with the leather jackets, the slicked back hair, the white t-shirt, or it could be that they're into like the punkish look, okay? But yeah, maybe they just have a favorite like leather jacket that they love to wear all the time. That could be their statement piece. But overall, like with these physical traits that are coming through so far, I'm kind of just hearing that their style is really important to them. I feel like their style is something that is really fun. They like to express themselves through their style, which is really cool. I'm trying to see what else is coming through here. Okay, I think honestly I want to get, I wish we could get like a hair color, skin color, anything. Spirit, can we get a hair color, skin color, anything? Let's see. Intense stare. So their eyes, like the way they look at you, it's just, there's just going to be like such an energy, like an aura behind it, which makes a lot of sense because I feel like this person, again, like if you put them in a social situation, like they're kind of quiet, they kind of keep to themselves. And so mostly all you can get with this person is just like intense stares, okay? I feel, and again, people don't really know what's kind of going on within their mind here. They're so secretive. And so I feel like people are always just like looking at them, trying to peel back their layers and find out what's hidden beneath them and beneath those eyes, right? All you have to go off is their eyes. And then we have glasses. So they could like to wear glasses as well. Again, we're not getting hair color here, but just know that their hair could be dyed. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I'm sorry. This also came through. I did not mean to have this in that box, but we're going to take it anyways. So it says a heartfelt gesture from your close friend will touch your heart. So that honestly makes a lot of sense, you guys, because again, this person, they have such a big heart, and I think once this person does like start to open up to you, I think that they are going to do like very thoughtful things for you. And I honestly am reading this as though this connection with them, it's not going to be instantaneous. It's not going to happen overnight. In fact, I think you guys are gonna be friends for a very long time before this ever becomes romantic or physical here. And so I think that that makes a lot of sense, and I think that while you guys are friends, they're just gonna do something just so sweet and so thoughtful for you, and it's just gonna make you just fall for this person even more. I'm gonna go ahead and read the lucky numbers on the back as well, because those could be important for you guys. So we have 41, 6, 22, 28, 14, and 13. So those could be like represent a specific date, maybe the date your person was born, the date you've, like a birth date, right? Or maybe that could represent a specific day that you might meet this person, something like that. So just take it as it resonates. But for the initials, we have an N, an A, a K, a V, and last but not least, we have an M. So have fun with those initials. Think of some names that you can make with those. So I'm thinking of like Miley, Montana. I'm thinking of Hannah Montana. I don't know why. Maybe your person likes Hannah Montana. Nathan, Nathaniel, Natalie, Adam, Anya, Caitlin, Kyle, Victor, Victoria. And then last but not least, a little like pixie fairy came through. I find it kind of interesting because we also have this little fairy right here, and then we have this other fairy. I don't know. I honestly don't know what to say about this little fairy coming through here. But hopefully you make with it what you will. And yeah, that's all I'm seeing here for you today. So yeah, I love you all so much. If you like this reading, please give this video a really big like and consider subscribing to my channel for more videos like so. If you know what this fairy stands for, please comment down below. It could mean that maybe your person likes Peter Pan, maybe they're a fan of like fairy movies, or maybe they like bugs, or they believe in fairies or something like that. I'm thinking of bugs because bugs have wings. But yeah, let me know down below if what this means to you, or if you get a meaning from this. But yes, you guys, at the end of the day, that is what I'm seeing for you. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a really big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos like this all the time, and I'd love to see you all next time. Mwah. Bye. Hello, group 2. So if you felt called to this clear quartz cluster here today, then hi. Hello, my name is Cameron, and I just want to say thank you so much for deciding to stop by my little corner of TarotTube. So as always, whether or not you're new here or you've been here before, if you vibe with my vibe, then what are you waiting for? Stop, like this video, subscribe, and join my freaking tarot tribe, okay? We would love to have you here on my side of TarotTube, okay? But anyways, you guys, you came here to find out the personality of your next lover, what they might look like, what their zodiac sign might be. So let's go ahead and get into it. I do want to let you know that for the first part of this reading, we are going to be focusing on just finding out more about their personality. But after that, we will be pulling from this little box here, which is going to be giving us some physical traits. And then we are also going to be pulling from the box of initials as well. So Spirit, please let us know, who is this person? Sorry, you guys, my ring is trying to fall off. Don't you just hate when that happens? Don't you hate having big fingers and little rings? That's what happens to me all the time. I actually found this ring a long time ago. Well, I say found, but my friend, I went on a trip with my friend, and she left this ring there, and she lives in another state, and so she told me, you know what, don't worry about it, that's like costume jewelry, you can have it. So I got myself a new ring, and I'm super excited about it. I'm obsessed with rings. I don't know about y'all, but that is my thing. So yeah, isn't it cute? I tried to make it fit. It does not want to fit, so I just turned it into like a knuckle ring. That's what I tell everyone. It's a knuckle ring. But anyways, you guys, let's see what personality traits came through. So we've got the Magician. Oh my goodness, I love the Magician. So first of all, your person could be a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. This talks about someone, this card in general talks about the limitless possibilities that can come in your life, with any life. And so I feel like this person, first of all, is a very positive type of individual. They believe in magic. They believe that all things are possible so long as you have faith. I definitely feel like this person is a really great manifester, and I think that people just see them as someone who's super lucky, like all the time. And it's because this person is just able to manifest so many things within their lives because they have such a positive disposition, right? Whenever you have a good look on life, a good view on life, whenever you believe things are possible, then you are able to like open yourself up to those opportunities, to amazing things happening. And so this person kind of just brings in like so many amazing things into their lives all the time. And so yeah, I honestly feel like a lot of people are always looking at this person's social media. People are always kind of like on the outside looking in. Maybe this person posts things on like YouTube, I don't know what it is, but people are just always like thinking like, wow, this person just lives such a wonderful and amazing life. And I just think in general, this person, they could have like the worst life imaginable or the most boring life, and I think that they could make it look fun. They make boring things look fun, if that makes any sense, because I feel like this person just takes what they are given in life and they make the best of it. And even if this person like lived the most boring life ever, maybe they worked as, I don't know, what's a boring job? I don't know. Maybe what's boring? Maybe they worked as like a log clerk. I don't know if that's a boring job, I'm just saying it. Maybe they worked as like a transcriber at like the transcribers that type everything that is said in court. If you have that job, I'm sorry, but on the outside looking in, that looks like kind of a boring job to me. I'm sorry if you love it, but this person still can make it look fun because they just enjoy themselves and they're able to find the best part of everything that is given to them. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, I just feel like this person is a blast to hang out with. They probably have a ton of friends. A lot of people are always wanting to hang out with them because they just bring a whole nother level of fun. So I definitely think you and this person are going to have a ton of fun together. I'm also hearing this person probably talks like they're probably a chatty Cathy. I feel like I'm picking up on their energy. You hear how fast I'm talking? I feel like that's how they talk. Like they just truly bring so much personality, so much positivity, so much excitement wherever they go. So yeah, I definitely feel like people are always kind of clinging to them and trying to hang out with them. People are drawn to them like a moth to the flame because they are just so fun and so vibrant. We have the Hierophant coming through, so they could be a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. With the Hierophant coming through, I think that this person, they are a very loyal individual. This is someone who you can really trust, and I think that in any relationship, that they are in, and any friendship that they have, they always honor those connections. They respect the people who are close to them, and I feel like they respect other people. They just respect everyone in general. I think that they treat people the way they would want to be treated, which is very beautiful to see here. This person could be quite a religious person or a spiritual person. You take your pick. Take what resonates most with you, but I think that their faith is something that is very important to them. They like to follow a certain doctrine, and this person, they may not be a religious person at all. They may be an atheist, but I feel like this person has like a set way, like rules that they feel like they should live their life. For instances, they could have like the moral rules of someone who would never hurt another living thing. They could be someone who would never want to lie. Like, they just have like a certain kind of list of rules to live by here. They have a doctrine. They like to live by something, if that makes any sense. Hopefully y'all kind of get what I'm saying. But yeah, this person just has a certain type of belief system that they like to live by. I'm also hearing that this person is kind of conventional. They live a traditional type of lifestyle. They live a very traditional way, and I think that they are like drawn to more traditional relationships as well. So what I mean by that is I feel like this person, they probably work a normal like 9-to-5 type of job. Maybe they're a dentist, or maybe they're going to dental school, or they're going to become a doctor or a lawyer or a teacher, something that a lot of people do that's like more traditional, more conventional, right? Because there's a lot of people that are teachers. I went to school to become a teacher. A lot of people do that. Maybe they've got a nursing school. I don't know. But they're living a more conventional lifestyle, and I think that they're happy living that type of way. And I think that whenever they imagine themselves like finding their next lover or being in a connection, this is someone who ultimately imagines themselves finding someone who they love, getting married, settling down, having kids. This is what they want for themselves. Obviously, if you're watching this and you don't want kids, then just take it as it resonates, right? This is your next lover. That doesn't mean this is going to be your next husband, okay? That definitely doesn't mean that won't happen, but again, just take it as it resonates. But that's what I'm seeing so far. And last but not least, we have the 7 of Wands coming through. So this talks about someone who stands their ground. This is someone who is very perseverant, and they like challenges as well. And they're also very protective of what is theirs, what they see as theirs. So at the end of the day, even though this is a very kind, very sweet, very optimistic person, this person will go to bat to stand up and defend their loved ones, and also defend themselves as well. If they feel like they are being like placed in a corner here, if they feel like people are being rude to them or trying to make them like live a certain way, I think that they will challenge that. They will challenge them, and they will defend themselves. This person isn't meek, so don't take their kindness as them not being strong, right? This is a strong individual, and if they ever feel like their loved ones need someone to defend them, if they ever feel like they are being treated wrong or unfairly, or if they ever see anyone, like a random stranger, being treated poorly here, they will defend them, okay? And this person is just, again, very perseverant. I think that if they were trying to go after a certain job here, or they wanted to live a certain type of lifestyle, like maybe they imagine themselves wanting to make like 100K in a certain amount of years or something, right? I think that it doesn't matter how many challenges they go through, like they will not let anything stand in the way between them and their desires here. This person is a go-getter, but they also have a sense of patience here where they don't mind the wait, right? They don't mind having to take a certain amount of years to get to where they want to be. Like, they are a patient and perseverant person, and I think that that is really awesome to see. But let's go ahead and get one more card here. Spirit, for group 2, who is this person? One more card for this part of the reading, okay? Beautiful. So We have athlete coming in, so this person could be someone who's athletic. They could be someone who likes to go to the gym. They like to do a lot of strength training, so that could definitely be the case. Or it could be that this person is, again, just very, very strong. They're very strong, okay? Like internally strong. Does that make sense? We have stay optimistic about your love life. So again, this person is very optimistic. I honestly think that maybe they haven't had a lot go on in love, or maybe they've had a lot of disappointments in love, but they don't let that cause them to be a negative Nelly. Like, they are always optimistic about their love life and optimistic about what's going to be going on next, which is very fun to see here. And we have when fairies go bad. So it could be, again, that maybe they've had some people who they started to date that they thought were princes or princesses, and they turned out to be frogs, okay? But they're not letting that stop them. They're not letting that get in their way. They're going to stay optimistic and positive, which is so beautiful. We have healing family issues coming through. So maybe this person comes from a home life that wasn't the best, or maybe they had a mom or a dad who wasn't really emotionally available for them. At the end of the day, I think that they are going through a moment in their lives where they are still working through those things. They are still trying to get past that, and not just get past it, but again, work through it. So that could be a reason as to why they haven't settled down in a connection yet. Maybe they feel like they have to work through those past issues before they are ready to really offer themselves up into a true loving connection here, which is very interesting to see. But they're still open to it. They're open to the possibility of meeting new people, of being in a relationship here. But I think that they do realize that before they can give their all to someone, they need to do the type of shadow work that is needed so that they can be truly available for someone in that way. But again, if like someone comes through and just swoops them off of their feet, then they might allow themselves to get swept. Okay, but let's go ahead and get some physical traits here, Spirit, for group 2. What are they going to, what is their next lover going to look like, Spirit, for group 2? Can we get some messages, please? Group 2. Oh, we have 2 more coming through right there. They were kind of stuck together, those messages. Let's get some initials, okay? Can we get some initials, Spirit? There we go. Okay, you guys, so for physical traits, we have Team Edward coming through. So I could definitely see them having more pale type of skin, darker hair. But yeah, definitely like a contrast between their hair color and their skin color here. I think that they could have like pale skin and darker hair. Maybe they don't get out in the sun a lot or something. Maybe they're really big like about their skincare. They're really big about trying to protect their skin so that they look youthful and voluptuous for a very long time. We have unconventional style coming through, so they could definitely dress different than everyone else. Over 50, so for some of you guys, you could have a sexy silver fox on your hands. Spends hours getting ready, so their style is important to them. They really like to just look good and feel good, and that could definitely involve them having like a long skincare routine, a long makeup routine, or outfit routine as they're trying to pick out what they should wear. They could be the type of person who has like a ton of clothes and yet they have nothing to wear, right? Fluid, so that makes me think of like gender fluid. So I definitely think that maybe they're not afraid to dress a bit more feminine if they're more masculine, right? Maybe vice versa. If you are interested in women, maybe they're not afraid to wear more masculine clothing here. Or it could be that maybe the person who you are interested in is a man and yet they have softer features, fuller lips, rounder cheeks, maybe longer hair. And again, vice versa for if you're interested in women. Maybe they have a pixie cut, or they are not afraid to dress more masculine in a way, right? We have shorter hair. So yeah, literally, you guys, if you're interested in women, I definitely think they're gonna have shorter hair, maybe even a pixie cut or like shoulder length or something like that. But yeah, if you're interested in men, same can be said for that. But again, for some of you guys, maybe their hair might be a little bit longer than shoulder length, but still short, somewhat short, right? We have, I just get lost in their eyes. So this could be something that you say a lot. Oh, I just get lost in their eyes, because they've got some gorgeous, gorgeous eyes going on here. So we have R. We have I. We've got N, K, V, U, and M. So definitely have fun with those initials here. That can be a first, middle, or last. But yeah, you guys, at the end of the day, that is what I'm seeing for you. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a very big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by the Side of Tarot to begin sometime. Okay? So I love y'all so much, and I hope that you have a lovely rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye. Hello, group 3. So if you felt called to this gorgeous crystal today, then hi, hello my friends, and welcome to my side of Tarot Tube. So as always, whether or not you are new here or you've been here before, if you like my vibe, then you need to stop what you are doing and subscribe so that you can join my side of Tarot Tube, okay? Because over here we love romance. We love being fun, being silly, and laughing at me, because I'm always doing silly and ridiculous things. And I feel like if you need a little bit of a laugh, if you're feeling a bit sad, hang out with me, okay? You won't feel as bad about yourself as you're watching me make a fool of myself, okay? But anyway, let's go ahead and see what your next lover's personality traits are going to be, okay, Spirit? Also, for the first part of this reading, just to give you all a bit of a rundown, we're going to be taking a look at your person's personality traits, your next lover's personality traits. Stay tuned towards the end, though, because we will be drawing from my little box of physical traits there, and we will also be drawing from our initials as well, so that we can figure out, make some names of your next boo thing, okay? But anyways, let's take a look at the cards coming through. So we have the 10 of Cups. Oh, I think that this person really wants a family. Like, that is something that they have always dreamed about. It's something they've always thought of. And obviously a family looks different for everyone. Maybe this person has dreamt of like having their own family, like little babies, right? Or maybe they've thought of having like a plant family or a animal family, but they want a family. They want somewhere where they can belong, where they feel like this is theirs and they can take care of them, right? I think this person is quite like a nurturing individual. They like to have something to take care of. That is whenever they feel most wanted, most needed. They just get a lot of enjoyment out of that. And so I definitely think that in regards to y'all's connection, they're going to love to take care of you and like mother over you. I definitely see them like making you food and doing your laundry, doing things like that, right? Just to show you like how much they care about you by doing these like simple things. And I think that you are just gonna feel so appreciated, so valued. And I do think in general they make people feel appreciated and valued as well, because I do think that this person is an emotional person. They are very highly aware of other people's feelings as well, and so they want to make sure that everyone feels valued, that everyone feels appreciated. They go out of their way to maybe compliment people or to ask people how they're doing and to talk to them, or just give them an ear if someone needs to talk about their problems, right? They will be there. And I just think that that is so sweet. So people definitely see your person as someone who's very thoughtful, very nurturing, very caring, and they are all of these things. I definitely think that they're very they just have a lot of emotional intelligence here, which is very awesome. And I think that they are like good with their emotions, like feeling their emotions as well. They're not afraid to talk about their emotions. I don't see them as being shy when it talks about discussing their feelings here. And I feel like you are always going to know how this person is feeling about you. They're going to be very honest and very authentic about it. And I think that that is very nice to see. And I think that with this person, if you guys argue, it's going to be in a very good way, if that makes any sense. Like, this person isn't going to yell or raise their voice. I see them actually just having a clear communication with you, them telling you what is upsetting them, and having you guys work forward from there. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups. Oh my goodness, yeah. This person just has so much love to give. So much love to give. And with this Ace of Cups coming through, I definitely think your next lover could be someone who you have a truly meaningful relationship with. I don't see this just being like a friends with benefits type of thing. Like, I see you guys truly having a strong connection here, building a strong connection with this person. So this person could not just be your next lover, but your next like really big, important, significant relationship. So I'm so happy for you guys. But yeah, I feel like this person, again, they kind of just wear their heart on their sleeve. They're very open with their feelings, with their thoughts, and I think that that is really, really cool. What you see with this person is what you get. They don't really like to hide anything. They're very open and very honest, and I feel like you are always going to feel like you can trust this person. You're never going to feel like they're hiding something from you. And I think in general, people just really like being around them. They have a lot of friends solely because of the fact that they are so kind and they are so open, and people don't have to second guess their intentions, right? And I think that is really cool. And then we have the Ace of Wands. So this is a very passionate person. Not only do they wear their heart on their sleeves, but they always follow their heart. I honestly think that they listen to their heart before they even listen to like their thoughts, if that makes any sense. So what I mean by that is I feel like they make decisions kind of based on their emotions. They let their emotions guide them, and they're a very intuitive person as well. And I feel like this person could be someone who they think logically, but they still make decisions based on their emotions. Okay, so let's say that they're trying to decide like what they should do for a living. I think that this person thinks. Hello, group 3. So my camera ended up dying, and I also had to go to work. So I am actually back with you guys filming this on another day. This is actually a couple days after. But where I left off was that I was talking about how your person is someone who listens to their heart, and they almost let their emotions kind of guide them through their life. But I also wanted to say that that doesn't mean that they're an illogical person. In fact, I feel like this is somebody who is able to let their heart guide them, but they're also able to let their mind kind of help meld their decisions as well, almost as though there's a bit of a balance. So for instance, let's say that your lover is someone who is interested in art. Maybe they want to be an artist. So they might decide to find a way to meld their passion for art with a more logical type of career, if that makes sense. Instead of deciding to just like skip college and just become an artist and try to sell their art wherever they go, instead they might decide to go to college, become a teacher, and mix their art with this more reasonable profession by becoming an art teacher per se, right? So yeah, I feel like your person is someone who ultimately listens to their heart, but they still allow themselves to have that good balance as well, so that they have stability within their life. Because again, their main goal is to be able to have a family one day, and they want to be able to support the people in their life, and they know that in order to support the people who they love, they have to be able to have that stability that is needed, and they don't mind maybe even making some sacrifices on their end so that they can ultimately be able to be that rock, that bedrock for the people who they love and the people who they hope to love in the future. Does that make sense? So anyways, I did also fail to mention here with the Ace of Wands coming through, I definitely think that your person is quite attractive as well, because whenever the Ace of Wands comes through, this talks about passion being ignited. And again, this could talk about the passion within your next lover's own soul, which I think just radiates out of them so much. But I also think that this could be representing that they ignite a passion in so many other people by just their looks, okay? So, and I'm honestly getting the idea, I feel like this is somebody, they're very creative, right? They're very creative, but I see them as being someone who is kind of modest or humble when it comes to the way that they dress. I don't think that they spend hours on end trying to like pick out their outfits and trying to do their makeup or their hair, trying to make themselves look perfect. I think that they instead just have this effortless type of beauty. It's one that comes from within them. From the way that you can just see the way that they live their life, like very passionately, very boldly. It comes from the way that they truly love people, but again, it just comes from this type of natural beauty that they seem to have. They don't need to spend hours in front of the mirror or this many hours trying to figure out what they're gonna wear. Like, no, they could literally go out in a trash bag and they would look lovely, because they have, it's the way that they carry themselves with so much love, with so much openness, and honestly with a sort of confidence that just radiates out from them. So that's really lovely to see. So yeah, they are quite a catch to people who are interested in them. They have a lot of people who like them because of this. But it's not just because of their looks. Not only do they look great on the outside, but at the end of the day, they're just so incredible in the inside. So yeah, you just have such a lovely catch on your hands here. I'm also hearing with two aces coming through, with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands, I definitely think that your person is a big self-starter. This is someone who loves to plan new things and try out new things, but if I'm being honest with you, this person may sometimes, at least when it comes to hobbies or different pursuits like that, they may have a hard time following through on those hobbies. So for instance, let's say this person decides that they want to start learning how to sew. Maybe they want to learn how to sew like a blanket or something. I feel like this is someone who is really excited at the beginning. They go, they get all the fabric that they need or the yarn or whatever. They start watching videos. Maybe they start to actually learn some techniques and they start to create the beginnings of a blanket here. But then like halfway through, I feel like they're kind of ditching that and they're on to something new here. This person is just someone who gets very excited so easily. They have so much energy when they focus their attention on like a new pursuit like this. But again, that excitement kind of starts to fizzle out, because I honestly think that this person just gets a sort of high from trying new things. Now, does this type of excitement, does this lack of follow through in their hobbies extend to their personal life? I don't think so. I think when it comes to people, when it comes to especially meeting someone they're romantically interested in, they're not going to have a lack of follow through there. This is someone who I can see as being a very loyal person. Once they give their heart to someone here, they are really big about commitment. So, yeah, that's definitely something interesting about your person here. Look at that, you guys. We have martyr coming through. That makes so much sense. Your person is a martyr here. They will sacrifice themselves so that they can be of service to others. Literally, that's like what I've been saying this whole time. Just like how when it comes to their passions, when it comes to them like wanting to follow their heart here, at the end of the day, even though they may want to become like a starving artist or something, even though they may want to pursue like an acting degree or like an acting career or something like that, they won't do it. They will end up kind of pursuing that type of field, but in a much more steadier, more stable way, right? So instead of going out and trying to become a star in Hollywood Boulevard, I could see them maybe just sticking to smaller things, like going and having like a 9-to-5 job, but then on the side going and acting at their community theater or something like that. Does that make sense? And they do this because they want to be able to provide one day for their family, for the people who they hope to one day have in their life and support in their life. We have healer coming through. Yeah, I mean, your person is a healer. They love it, like literally, oh my gosh, it literally says right here, a passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. So yeah, your person, they just love being there for others. They love healing others. They have such a love for humanity, a love for helping people find balance and helping people heal from the inside out. They just want everyone to be happy, and I think that is such a sweet, sweet thing to see in a person. I love that for you. So I honestly think that this person is definitely going to be someone who loves to show their love for you by massaging you. I think that might be something they're interested in. Or again, like I just see them, they just like to take care of people, right? And so I definitely see this being the type of individual who, if any of their friends are ever sick, I feel like they will end up not just going the extra level to make like a care basket, but they will actually like show up at their friend's doorstep here and go and make them a bowl of soup, get them some tissues, ask them if they need them to do anything for them, right? Like they will be of service to them because they just like to be of service to others. They like to be there for the people who they love. That is how they show their love, in a very like domesticated type of manner here. And I just think that is really, really sweet to see. You're very lucky to be able to meet this person. We have green fairy coming through. So green fairy, that makes me think of a sort of steadiness, again, stability. The green fairy makes me think of growth, slow and steady growth here. And I think that is your person in a nutshell. I think that they are slowly but surely starting to find the stability within their life in the way that they are creating a career for themselves, in the way that they are starting to grow in their monetary wealth. I definitely think that this person is very big about savings. They probably already started, no matter how old they are, they probably already started saving for the future here. But yeah, this person is just a very steady type of individual. They're very loyal, and once they decide to be there for someone, once they decide someone is their friend, they will always be that rock to those people, and they will always be there for their friends. They won't ever leave them, and I think that that's so sweet. So if they decide that you are their friend and that they want to be there for you, you'll never have this person leave your side. They will always, they'll be one call away, right? One message away. I think that is so sweet. You can always count on this person here to be in your corner. We have trust coming through. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So in regards to your person's, in regards to their personality, I just think that this is a very trustworthy type of individual. Again, like I've been saying, you can always count on them. They will be there for you in a heartbeat. And I definitely think this person is just very trusting as well. I feel like they just kind of give their heart, and I feel like they give their heart honestly very easily to people. I think that even if they have been hurt in the past, even if someone has betrayed them, they don't allow that to discolor the way they view the world. They still see the best in people and the best in others, even if they have been a witness to the worst in people as well. And so this is someone who just gives their heart and their love very easily to others. They very easily make commitments to people. And I think that that is something that just boggles people to know, and it boggles the minds of others, because people can't comprehend how someone can be so willing to trust people like your next lover is. Because there are so many people that have been hurt, and because of that they have trust issues and they're pessimistic, and yet your person is the complete opposite. And so I definitely think that this is going to be a quality that is very refreshing to you, and it's definitely going to be a quality that's just refreshing to everyone in general. Everyone can see how open your person is to the possibility of love, and also to the possibility of just having new friendships in general. This person, they just see the best in others, and I think that they very easily put their faith in people, and whether or not they've been hurt time and time again, they're still able to put their faith in people. And I think that that is such an incredible type of personality trait to have. In regards to your person's zodiac signs, I'm definitely hearing that they could be a water sign, sun, moon, rising, or in Venus. So I'm talking about Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. There is quite a bit of earth energy coming through as well, so they could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then I also think whether or not they are a water sign or an earth sign, I also think that they will very heavily have fire, some fire signs within their chart as well. I'm not picking up a lot of air energy here, but yeah, whatever their sun sign is, I think that a fire sign will at least be in their rising or their moon here, okay? Because I definitely think that they are ruled by that fiery energy as well. But let's go ahead and move on to the physical traits. And then we will also pull up some initials as well for your person. So Spirit, can we get some physical traits here? Oh, look, something already fell off to the side. Can we get some physical traits? What is this person going to look like, you guys? Can we get some physical traits for group 3? What is their person going to look like here? Group 3. Okay. And then let's go ahead and pull some initials as well. Group 3. Can we get some initials here? Okay, you guys. So, first of all, let's take a look at these physical traits, and then we'll take a look at your initials here as well. We have tanned skin. So, I'm kind of hearing that for some of you guys, this person may just like to spend a lot of time outdoors, or they could like to, maybe they have a garden. I'm hearing they could have a garden here. So gardening might be something that they're very passionate about. Maybe they like to grow food from their garden, like farm fresh food, right? Maybe they like to just grow flowers, or maybe they just like to spend time out in nature. But that could definitely be why they have some tanned skin going on. On the taller side, so they could be on the taller side. So for women, I would say maybe 5'6", 5'7", or up. For men, I'm thinking 5'10", 11", maybe even 5'9" and up. We have boy, girl next door. So this could literally, this could actually mean that your next lover is someone who is your neighbor, or they live next door to you. Or again, this could just represent like the physical traits, so they could look like the boy or the girl next door. So I'm just talking about like that cutesy type of person, the person who would live next door, right? Hopefully y'all kind of understand what I'm saying, but they've just got that cute little look to them. Again, when I think of the boy or girl next door, it kind of makes me think of someone who's a bit more simpler, like on the simpler side. Again, they don't like go out. They live right next door to you, right? So you see them, if someone lives next door to you, you see someone just in their PJs or in a simple pair of shorts and in a shirt as they go out and do their daily chores or something. So yeah, I don't think that this person is going to be someone who has like a crazy style or something like that. I see them having more of a simpler type of down-to-earth type of look to them. I don't see them doing crazy things with their hair or their makeup. They're just simple, okay? Pure and simple. That's how they are. Older than you, so they could be older than you for sure. Straight hair, so they could have straighter hair. Wigs, oh, that's fun. So maybe your person likes to play around with wigs. Just wears whatever is hanging up. That's so cute. Can y'all see that? So they just wear whatever is hanging up in their closet, right? Like I said, very simple. I don't think they spend hours on end looking through their closet and agonizing over what they're gonna wear. That's not them. They just pull whatever's in their closet or whatever's clean. Thinner, smaller pout. So they could have thinner or smaller little cutesy lips, right? Alrighty, so let's take a look at the initials here, okay? So we've got the initial C. So think of C names: Cameron, Callie, Calliope. Can you spell Kyle with C? I usually think that it's spelled with a K, but whatever. Clayton, things like that. We've got B, so Brooke, Brett, Benjamin, Brandon, Bailey. N, Nia, Nayeli, Niall, Nathan, Nate. R, Ryle, Riddick. I'm not gonna lie, I can't really think of a lot of R names right now off the top of my head. S, so Shelly, Sheldon, Sarah, Shailene, Stefan. F, when I see the letter F, I automatically think of family. So again, I think family is really important to them. Very important. F is for family. And then we have N again. So again, think of some N names. That could be a more prominent initial for whoever your next lover is, okay? But anyways, you guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading as much as I enjoyed filming it. I love you all so much. It would mean so much to me if you liked this reading, if you give this video a really big like, if you subscribe for more, because again, I post new videos like this. I try to post new videos every Monday and Friday. Things have been pretty hectic for me as of late. I just started a new job. Excuse me, so I haven't been able to stay as up to date as I want to, but just know I'm still going to be trying to post at least once a week, alright? But anyways, you guys, I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a fabulous and incredible rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye.